So hello folks, this is Mike Cayley 7 riding my 2014 Electra Glide Ultra Classic and filming with the 2014 Replay XD 1080 and I have a topic. Believe it or not, I have a topic. I was watching a video this afternoon about that shooting that happened in Las Vegas. I believe it was yesterday that shooting happened. So I was thinking, what's with all the shootings lately, you know? And I asked my friend, I said, do you think that mass shootings are on the increase? Or do you think it's just, we think it's on the increase? My friend said, oh, it's just, we think it is. It's not really happening. It's pretty rare, and very few people die. So it's not really a problem. It just didn't feel right to me. Didn't feel accurate, so I looked it up. Since the 2000s, shootings went down, mass shootings went down. But since 2010, it seems to be on the uptick if the trend continues. Usually, I would say the average per year is probably at least 14, not 14, sorry, the average 10, every 10 years was it, I think? 42 or something? 10-year period, 42, 32, something like that? Let's imagine it's 28 every 10 years. There are 28 mass shootings in the United States every 10 years, on average these days. That's still an awful lot. And even if it's only killing 30 people here, 20 people there, that's still an awful lot. I know it's not a lot compared to the population of the United States. You have 300 million people and only 50 of them got killed in a year because of mass shootings. Sure, all right. But how many people were killed in mass shootings between 1900 and 1910? Zero. So the question is, why do you think we have an increase in mass shootings a century ago versus now? I think one reason is, of course, we have more guns available to us than we did back then per capita. I think another thing is, and this is probably more prevalent, we have a more fearful populace, in my opinion. If you look at the news, the lead stories are all stories of murder and disease, and it just seems like fear-mongering is a big thing now. More than it's been in the past, at least in my opinion. But what do I know? I'm just an English teacher. I could be totally wrong. I think when you have fearful people, then the weakest among them, the mentally weak, you know, crazies and whatever's, emotionally compromised or whatever, they snap more. I think it's one of those things that modern life comes with. You have an internet where people can share stuff. People have a morbid curiosity anyway, and they gravitate towards certain things that are probably not the best thing for them. So I think that's probably a pretty big part of it, is that we have a fearful populace with a doomsday mentality. I mean, how many of you think that the dollar is going to be worth nothing in the near future, or that modern society is going to collapse in the near future? How many of you think that we're going to have an apocalyptic event in the near future? It seems to me that more people nowadays think those things are going to happen than used to. Not a very hopeful outlook. Back in the day, Reagan said it's morning in America. Nowadays, the mantra is it's the end of the world. And I don't like that. I mean, our great-grandparents or grandparents had real, pressing, immediate threats. We had World War II back then. We had the Great Depression back then. We stood up to those real and immediate threats and we kicked their asses. We survived one and we kicked the other one's ass. We survived the Great Depression and we kicked ass in the wars because we had to. Nowadays we have food on demand, everything on demand. We have instant gratification. We have the highest standard of living in America that we've ever had. And yet we're the unhappiest we've ever been, it seems, and the most dour about the future. What real threats do we face that are World War II-like or Great Depression-like? Even our Great Recession wasn't as bad as the Great Depression. I mean, Hitler represented a direct threat. He was marching, not he, but his troops were marching across Europe. Japan bombed Pearl Harbor. I mean, those are real threats. Global warming? If we don't stop what we're doing, the oceans will rise and temperatures will get more extreme. Well, I don't think that's as immediate a threat, at least in the feeling. I don't think that's as immediate as World War II threat. It's probably a more dangerous threat to us overall as a species. Why do you think we're more fearful? Why do you think we have mass shootings? I think both are because of the media. I think we are to blame. Don't just blame the media. I mean, we are the ones that consume it. Blame yourself, fear-mongering people. All right, this is Grumpy Papa Bear on a Monday. I'm gonna go make sure all my guns are loaded. I'll talk to you later.